length of days. When you came into the new year, God began to lengthen your days.
Come on.
Long life. Woo, what an achievement. If you forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. What can I expect, God? Length of days, long life, peace.
Yeah.
They shall be added to you. What a glorious exhortation. What a grand admonition. But look at the marvelous achievement. If you don't forget my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments, I'll lengthen your days. I'll give you long life and peace. Oh, that's enough to begin to praise right now. All of us in here ought to be able to praise just from those two verses. Length of days, long life, and peace. He said, I will add to thee. But that's not all he's promised us in this proverb. What is the second thing? Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Did you hear that? Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Listen how he strategized it. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart.
Make it plain, sir.
Listen to what he says. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. What he's saying, if you disobey and do not heed my admonition, mercy and truth will forsake thee. But what you do, bind them about thy neck.
Well.
What is he really saying? Tie them. Well, let me put it this way. When the police apprehend a fugitive or a criminal, what is the first thing they do? Handcuff. And why did they do that? So you can't get away. Control. This is what God is saying. Symbolizing handcuffing. Handcuffing, mercy, and truth. Bind them about thy neck.
Wow.
Now, why bind them about your neck? And I thought about this. There's an advertisement on TV about how not to forget your mask. I think there's a group where you can order it. I have one now where the mask will be around your neck and you can put it on. Then when you take it off, it just drops down. Have you seen that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's what he's meaning. Because if you can take it off and lay it aside, you're subject to leave the house and forget it. But if you bind it, have it around your neck, it doesn't matter where you go. It will always be what? It will be with you. It will be there. This is what he's saying about mercy and truth. Bind them about your neck, and then write them upon the table of your heart. What he said, receive them to the degree that they will be what? Internalized in your thought and in your heart. So that even when you are not focusing on them, and you get into a situation where there can be danger, it will come forth.
Yeah.
Because here is the key. It will be planted there. And you can never lose it.
Yeah.
It will always be there. When you need it, you won't have to go looking for it. I thought of this also at what, there's an advertisement on TV, I don't know where you've seen it now. Well, the wife is sitting there reading a book. And I think the husband come in with his glasses up here. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Yeah. He's looking all up under the couch here, looking all around everywhere. And finally he says to her, he said, have you seen my glasses? She said, they're somewhere around here. Yeah. I look at these things and I get a message from this. And I said, now I know why God wanted what? A bound around your neck, because it's right here. You'll have to see it every once in a while. But if in your heart, it will what? It will come forth. And you won't be looking for it like this fellow with the glasses up on the top of his head. Let not mercy, or in good time, and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. God knows what he's doing when he orchestrates the statements and the sentences for us to grasp them. Write them upon the table of thine heart. Now, what's the key there? I'm glad you asked. He didn't say, I'm going to write them upon the table of your heart. But you write them upon the table of your heart. If you do it, you will remember what you wrote. You write them upon the table of your heart. That's the second admonition. What is the achievement? So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Listen to that. You want favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. How do you get it? Let not truth and mercy forsake thee, and bind them about thy neck, and write them on the table of thy heart, and so shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. God gives you the admonition, and then he gives you the accomplishment or the achievement. Here's a third thing he says in those 6 verses. Verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. And I just want us to ponder that for a moment. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Did you hear that? Do you see that? Or are you getting that? And lean not to thine own understanding. In all thy ways, acknowledge him. And what is the result? And he shall direct thy path. You won't stumble. You won't fall. You won't go astray. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding. In all thy ways, acknowledge him. Glory, hallelujah. And he shall direct thy path. Divine exhortation for the new year. That's what you need. We need that as encouragement. Faithful obedience does not always yield instant results. I want to say that. No problem that we have, we're looking for instant results. We've gone through 2 years of frustration, agonizing, doubtfulness. And even as we enter into this new year, we don't know what to expect. Is your anticipation high? Can you imagine? Have you really stopped and paused to think about the past 2 years, what you have gone through? Did you ever contemplate or dream that this could happen in your lifetime? The problem was we were not prepared for it because we had not lived out these 3 admonitions. That's why God is sharing this with us before we arrive at conditions and circumstances that really could blow us away. But if we listen to this, forget not. If we could do that, forget not. Let not. And then lean not. If we could do what God is saying to us there, regardless what this virus is, we could live through it with joy. No believer should be so despondent that they're afraid to come to church. No believer. The song said, "This little light of mine."
Come on.
We ought to have a glowing light because we want the unchristian world to see what we are all about. We are the light of the world. We are the salt of the earth. We need to tell the world how to live through this pandemic. We need to be the example. I know it's frustrating. I know it's disappointment, but they ought to look at us and see some joy,
Yeah, yeah.
see some confidence that we're willing to go through it, and live through it, and be excited through it.
Right.
I thought of something even in this summer. And these were all preachers, all Christians. I don't know if you were with me or not when we went fishing.
Amen.
We didn't allow the virus to stop us from getting on a boat of 50 and 60 people and go fishing. Amen.
Well.
Sometime the mask on, sometime at all. But we all got on the boat.